From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out.
At their own 23-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jensen. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 3rd down, Jensen. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. With his 11th rushing touchdown on the year, number 15 overall. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all. until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
To throw on second down. Jensen under pressure. They got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he returns this to the 22. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Taking the man in motion. On 1st down, Jensen. And able to find Aiken complete. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jensen. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Right back to him on first down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, on Sunday.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. After one, it's 13-6. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jensen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half relative relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40%.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, this team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Matthews over the middle of the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, ribble it. Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jensen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jensen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Griffith. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw on second down. Jensen. This one brought in by Aiken. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Rams' 14-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Griffith. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
But you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
43!
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw on second down, Jensen. Aiken able to bring it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 30. And the Rams first down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple-option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Rams.
Throwing on first down, Jensen. There's Benjamin with a catch. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and
there he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they can whip it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Catch left side here by Aiken. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On the end around, here comes Smith. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Operating from the gun, Jensen. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Rams.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And oh, this is no good. Not even close, really. Way off the mark, and our score stays right where it is. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. That escapes, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Trap 60.
Throwing to start the drive. Jensen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
What's that?
keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, yellow, hey, go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 36. 121 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Smith in motion right. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Motion left, Smith. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here we go.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Rig alert. Rig alert. Tempo.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Rig. Ready.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
15.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hey, 57 color, 57 yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Kansas City, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.